Welcome to the channel NCERT Maths Tutor. In this video, we are going to learn Class 12 Mathematics Chapter 5 Continuity and Differentiability Exercise 5.2 Question number 5 to 8 solution. Question number 5. Differentiate sin ax plus b divided by cos cx plus d. Here you can see we have numerator and denominator value. That means we have to apply here quotient rule. The quotient rule is numerator divided by denominator. If I take numerator as u and denominator as v, then u divided by v dash is equal to v into u dash minus u into v dash divided by v square, where v is not equal to 0. This is known as quotient rule. This quotient rule we can apply here now. See, we have the function. Let us take this function as y. Y is equal to sin ax plus b divided by cos cx plus d. Now in this function, this is the numerator value which I am taking as u, and this is the denominator value which I am taking as u. Next here, let us differentiate this. So dy divided by dx is equal to d by dx of this whole function. So apply here quotient rule. We get this is u and this is v. So based on this quotient rule, we have here see v, that is the denominator value. Here the denominator value is cos x plus d. So first write that cos cx plus d as it is. Then derivative of u dash, that is numerator. Numerator is this one. So d by dx of sin ax plus b minus, write the numerator as it is, sin ax plus b, then into the derivative of the denominator, that is d by dx of cos cx plus d, divided by, here we have v square, that is denominator square, so cos cx plus d whole square. So here we get cos cx plus d into the derivative of sin x is cos x. So here we have in the place of x this value. So we can write this derivative as cos ax plus b. And here we have two functions. One is sine, another function is ax plus b. This is a composite function. That means again further you have to differentiate this by applying the chain rule. So we have to differentiate further this one. So the derivative of sine ax plus b is cos ax plus b, then d by dx of ax plus b. This is the chain rule. Then minus sine ax plus b, then again the derivative of cos cx plus d. The derivative of cos x is minus sin x, and here we have in the place of x this value, so minus sin cx plus d. Again here this is a composite function, so here you have to apply a chain rule. So further you have to differentiate this function. So d by dx of cx plus d. I got this and this by applying the chain rule, because here in these two we have two functions, here sine and then another function ax plus b, here cos and another function is cx plus d. So you have to apply chain rule, then divided by cos square cx plus d. Next here cos cx plus d into cos ax plus b into derivative of ax. Derivative of x is 1, so a into 1. This is a constant, so derivative of constant is 0. Then minus and minus, that becomes plus sin ax plus b into sin cx plus d. Then derivative of cx, derivative of x is 1, c into 1 is c. Then derivative of d is a constant, so which is 0, divided by cos square cx plus d. So here we get, see in this case we have this variable a. So let us write that here, a cos cx plus d into cos ax plus b, then plus, here we have this variable c, so that I am writing here first. So c sin ax plus b into sin cx plus d divided by cos square cx plus d. Then again here we have in the denominator this value. So let us split and write this. So this I am taking as one term, and then again this I am taking as another term. So we have here a cos cx plus d into cos ax plus b divided by this cos square cx plus d. Then plus c sine ax plus b into sine cx plus d divided by cos square cx plus d. See here we can cancel this 1 cos cx plus d. From here we can cancel. So we have here we have actually cos square cx plus d. So 1 you can cancel with this numerator value. So we have remaining just cos cx plus d. Then the numerator value, this is cancelled. So a cos ax plus d plus here we have c sine ax plus b into sine cx plus d. Then this I am writing separately. Cos square we can write as 2 cos, that is cos cx plus d into cos cx plus d. This is nothing but cos square cx plus d only. So this I am splitting and writing. So we have here cos cx plus d into cos cx plus d. Then next here see we have here a cos ax plus d. This I can take as 1 by cos. 1 by cos is nothing but sec. So this I can write as 1 by cos cx plus d is nothing but sec cx plus d plus then c sine ax plus b. Then we have here sine cx plus d and cos cx plus d in the denominator. Sine by cos is tan. So this we can write together as tan cx plus d. Then we have remaining 1 divided by cos cx plus d. 1 by cos is sec. So sec cx plus d. So this is the answer. Differentiate cos x cube into sine square x to the power 5. See here we have two functions. One is cos x cube, another one is sine square x to the power 5. So you can apply here the product rule. Here we have two functions. Suppose if you have two functions u and v, then we can find the derivative of u and v by applying the product rule as write the first function as it is, find the derivative of the second function, then write the see here this should be v, this should be v. Write the second function as it is and then find the derivative of the first function. So this is the product rule. Even you can interchange this. You can write this term first and this term second. That also you can do because here there is a plus sign. So this product rule we have to apply now. So to apply that, first let us take the function as y. Y is equal to cos x cube into sine square x to the power 5. Let us apply the derivative. Dy by dx is equal to d by dx of cos x cube into sine square x to the power 5. Now you take one function as u, another function as v, and then apply the product rule. So first write the first function as it is, that is cos x cube. Find the derivative of the second function. So d by dx of sine square x to the power 5. Then plus write the second function as it is, then find the derivative of the first function. So d by dx of cos x cube. This even you can interchange and write here. Instead of finding the derivative of the second function, first you can find the derivative of the first function and then you can write the second function as it is. That doesn't make any difference because here we have a plus sign. Then next here let us find the derivative of this d by dx of sine square x to the power 5. See now here we are not finding the derivative of sine. Here we have sine square. That means you have to apply this derivative formula. X to the power n is equal to n into x to the power n minus 1. In the place of x here we are taking sine x to the power 5. So this we are taking. This is nothing but sine square x to the power 5 is nothing but sine x to the power 5 whole square. So we are taking this entire thing as x and we are applying this formula now. So we get, if I apply this, then 2 into sine x to the power 5, then 2 minus 1. So that I am getting here. So after applying this particular formula, I got here answer as 2 sine x to the power 5. Because we have got this by applying this derivative, we have taken the x value, that is as sine x to the power 5. This entire thing we have taken as x value. Then next here see, we have got the derivative here, but still we have one more function. This is a composite function. Further here we have one more function, that is nothing but sine x to the power 5. So this derivative we need to find. So d by dx of sine x to the power 5. Let us find the derivative of this. Here I have applied chain rule. Plus sine square x to the power 5 into, see here again further we have here cos x cube. cos x derivative is minus sin x. In the place of x here we have x cube. That means the cos x cube derivative is minus sin x cube. Then again this is a composite function. One is cos, another is x cube. Two functions are combined together. So further here we need to find the derivative of x cube. So d by dx of x cube. This I got by applying the chain rule. Next here we get cos x cube into 2 sin x to the power 5, then sin x to the power 5. See, sin x derivative is cos x. Here we have in the place of x to the power 5. So this derivative is cos x to the power 5. Again further we have here this function. This is also a composite function. Sin we have as well as x to the power 5 we have. Two functions are combined together. So this is a composite function. So after finding the derivative of this, again you need to differentiate this. So d by dx of x to the power 5 plus sin square x to the power 5, then minus sin x cube, then derivative of x cube. Here derivative of x cube is nothing but 3 into x to the power 3 minus 1, that is 3 into x square. This I got by applying this derivative formula, that is x to the power n is equal to n into x to the power n minus 1. Next again here we get the answer cos x cube into 2 sin x to the power 5, then cos x to the power 5, then this derivative is 5 into x to the power 5 minus 1, that is 5 into x to the power 4 minus the remaining value. So finally here we have 2, here we have 5, then here we have 3. So 2 into 5 into 3, that is, in this case we have 2 and 5, this is one term we can consider, this is another term we can consider. So 2 into 5 is 10, 10 x to the power 4, then we have sin x to the power 5, cos x to the power 5, and then cos x cube. Here we have 3, so 3x square. Variable value I am writing first, followed by that trigonometric function I am writing. So sin x cube into sin square x to the power 5. Question number 7, 2 square root of cot x square. So here let us we have to differentiate again this function. Here we can't apply product rule or quotient rule because we have this function cot x square function. There is no multiplication with this. Here just we have a constant value. So first let us take this as y. Y is equal to 2 into square root of cot x square. Now let us differentiate this with respect to x. So we have dy by dx is equal to d by dx of 2 square root of cot x square. Here this square root of cot x square we can write in this way, that is nothing but cot x square to the power half. So now here to find the derivative you can apply this formula, x to the power n is equal to n into x to the power n minus 1. Here x is nothing but cot x square and then n is nothing but half. So if I apply this formula here, then I get the answer as 2, that is half we have here the power value. So n is half into cot x square, x is cot x square, then n minus 1, half minus 1. So that I have done here. See, you can see the square root I have written as to the power half, which is nothing but square root only. Then here to find the derivative of this, I have applied the x to the power n is equal to n into x to the power n minus 1 derivative formula, where I have taken this entire thing as x. So here we get 2, we have as it is, that we can write as it is 2 into half into cot x square to the power half minus 1. This I got by applying this formula. Then again further we have here this function cot x square function. So that function derivative you need to find because this is a composite function. So d by dx of cot x square. This is nothing but the chain rule. So here we get after cancellation cot x square, half minus 1 is minus half into cot x square. Cot x derivative is minus cosec square x, and here we have cot x square. So this x is nothing but x square here. So we can write the derivative of this as minus cosec square x square, and then again further this is a composite function, so you have to find the derivative of this. So d by dx of x square, that is by applying the chain rule. Then again this minus half we have, power value is minus, so we can write this as 1 by cot x square to the power half, then minus cos x square x square. Then derivative of x square is nothing but 2 into x to the power 2 minus 1, that is 2x. So together this we can write the final answer as minus 2x cos x square divided by, this is half root is nothing but half to the power half is nothing but square root. So square root of cot x square. Question number 8, cos square root of x. Here we have composite function. One is cos, another one is square root of x. First, let us take this function as y. Y is equal to cos square root of x. Now, let us differentiate this function with respect to x. So, we have dy by dx is equal to d by dx of cos square root of x. The derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Here we have in the place of x square root of x. So the derivative of cos square root of x is nothing but minus sin square root of x. Further, this is a composite function. So you have to differentiate again this function. So d by dx of square root of x. This is nothing but just chain rule. Then minus sin square root of x into d by dx of x to the power half. This square root of x is nothing but x to the power half. Then again now for this you can apply the derivative formula. X to the power n is equal to n into x to the power n minus 1. Where here n is nothing but half. So we get here, if you apply this formula here, you get half into x to the power half minus 1. That is half into x to the power minus half. Then this is nothing but, this we can write as 1 by x to the power half. Suppose if you have x to the power 2, we write that as 1 by x square. Same thing here. So this I can write as 1 by x to the power half. Then we have this half. Then we have this value, that is same. So minus sin. So finally here we get minus sin square root of x divided by 2 into x to the power half is nothing but square root of x. So square root of x. So this is about the solution. Question number 5 to 8 solution. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Also click the bell icon to get regular notification. Thanks for watching.